In several interviews that were conducted during their careers, Snoop Dogg and Tupac Shakur publicly stated their opinions of Michael Jackson. In the year 1994, Snoop Dogg did an interview with the television show Rap City. During the interview, Snoop publicly defended Michael during a difficult time in Michael's life.
It's like I feel that he's done so much for the world in a whole, not just for America, but other countries, and trying to heal and trying to help. And I can't believe the way they're doing him. I mean, he's not guilty yet. He's just been accused, accusations, and people already, making him guilty like that. And I don't appreciate that, because he done so much as far as music, as far as helping the world, as far as kids, you know what I'm saying? I mean, let him be found guilty before y'all can, do him like that. He's not been found guilty. And people coming down on him like that, but I'm with him. I got his back.
During the mid-2000s, Snoop did an interview with a music journalist, Sway Calloway. During the interview, Snoop talked about Michael.
I don't care what his face looked like, how he get out, what he do. He created a love bond with his people through his music. Whatever he was doing through the 70s to the 80s with all of that music, that's one thing about black folks. If we with you, we with you. Muhammad Ali, we with you.
In the year 2010, 1 year after Michael's death, Snoop did an interview with the television network, Fuse. During the interview, Snoop talked about the album called Thriller.
The reason why I feel it was so popular is because it was one of the greatest records sonically and lyrically, groove-wise, happy feeling records of all times. I mean, it felt great from the moment you put it on. You never wanted to skip past a song. You really wanted to hear the instruments, the notes that Mike was hitting. You really wanted to feel the passion of the project that they put together. Michael Jackson Thriller album was an event. It wasn't no record, it was an event.
Later, in the year 2010, Snoop made an appearance at a birthday party for Michael that took place in Brooklyn, New York.
Michael Jackson, his music, his spirit represented love and peace around the whole world, and it influenced me in what I do, you know what I'm saying? So for me to come through is just showing love and respect and paying homage to a great artist who meant so much to music in general and the people.
Just rolling down the street. Say what? Sipping on, laid back, trip.
Right now it's about Michael Jackson, his birthday, us celebrating, keeping his spirit alive, and they gave me a glove. I'm gonna take this to the house.
Say Michael Jackson, say happy birthday, say happy birthday.
In the year 2012, Snoop publicly gave his opinion of Michael Jackson and Prince on Snoop's internet talk show, N.I.G.G.A.Z News.
Let me give you this fact. When it comes to the music, right, you got young artists who may have grown up on Prince and Michael Jackson, and they may want to sample Prince or Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson music sold more music than anybody in the whole world, but you still see people able to sample his music and his music to be transcended into hip-hop. If you listen to Prince music, it's not in hip-hop because he don't allow you to sample. But like I was saying, I've actually had conversations with Michael Jackson the Great when he was alive. And I remember his voice coming through the phone saying, "Oh my God, it's a pleasure to talk to you. And my mom says you look like someone in our family." I said, "Yeah, Mike, so what do you need me to do?"
Yeah.
"I need you to get on this song." "Anything you need, Mike, just name it, King." Right. And I got down for him, and it was a special thing because that's the king. When the king called, you can't say no.
Yeah, that's an honor.
And I didn't even charge you.
That's cool.
How about that?
In the year 2016, Snoop did an interview on the radio station Hot 97. During the interview, Snoop talked about the times that he spoke with Michael.
I gotta ask you, did you ever meet and spend any time with Michael Jackson?
Yeah, me and Mike got a song together. I don't know if it ever came out. He called me. So to hear his voice on the phone, he was like, "Hey, it's Michael." I was infatuated when I hung up. I was like, I was just on the phone with I was Michael Jackson.
Did you ever see him in person?
Yeah, look, it was a dude named Christian Artiger. He would spend like $300,000-$400,000 to have you come perform like 3 songs. It'd be me, Michael Jackson, whoever else. And Michael Jackson's trailer was right next to mine. And we was blowing like a broke stove. And Mike opened the curtain and looked over and said, "Hi, Snoop." I said, "You want to hear something, Mike?" No, thank you.
That really happened?
Yes, sir.
In the year 2018, Snoop did an interview on the television show Watch What Happens with Andy Cohen. During the interview, Snoop talked about his musical collaboration with Michael.
Liam G wants to know, what is your song you recorded with Michael Jackson like, and will it ever be released?
Oh, wow, it was a healing peace song that he had made, and it never came out, but it was a beautiful record. It was Shirley Caesar was on it. It was a bunch of classic people on the record, and he passed away, and the record never came out. So I don't know whatever happened to it, but it was the time of my life to be able to be in the studio to work with Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
In January of the year 2019, a few months before the HBO premiere of Leaving Neverland, Snoop publicly showed his support for Michael. On his personal Instagram page, Snoop posted a photo of himself that was taken at the Michael Jackson birthday party that he performed at in the year 2010. In July of 2019, Snoop made a video of himself singing a parody of Michael's song, Human Nature, as a way to get the basketball player, Kawhi Leonard, to come and play for Snoop's favorite NBA team, the Los Angeles Lakers.
Kawhi, tell me that you'll be a Laker. Kawhi, come back to L.A. They said, Kawhi, tell me that you'll be a Laker. Kawhi, come back to L.A. Don't do Drake that way. Kawhi, you should sign back with them Lakers.
During the 1990s, the rapper Tupac Shakur recorded a song called Letter to My Unborn Child. The song contained a sample of the Michael Jackson song Liberian Girl. Letter to My Unborn Child would eventually be released in the year 2001, 5 years after Tupac's death in the year 1996.
See, my life ain't promised, but it sure gets better. Hope you understand my love letter to my unborn child.
In the year 1992, Tupac did an interview with the journalist Tanya Hart. During the interview, Tupac used Michael Jackson as an example of a person that did not do enough for the African American community during that period in time.
What does it do to a young man like yourself, though, when all of your heroes, your mother, your father, whom has passed away, he was incarcerated as well, your godfather, all of your heroes have been to jail.
And they weren't all Panthers. My father was my stepfather was a Panther. My father was a gangster, a straight up ignorant, hustler. But he loved the fact that the Panthers, my mother told me is that it was a one-night stand. But he loved the fact that the Panthers would go to jail and wouldn't snitch. They were true to each other, as women, it was men. And that was a one-night stand. That's how I came to be, out of the love for black people. So that's how I got to live, and that's how I have to die. And that's how my music has to be, and my acting, and my producing, and my interviews, everything has to be for the love of black people.
Yeah. We were talking about that earlier, for 20 years old, I have to tell you, you have quite a head on your shoulders. And no, you do, and you seem to be very targeted. We were talking about some of the other people in this business that you feel don't have a love for their own people. Not really. We were talking about, shall we name the name?
We sure shall. We were talking about Spike Lee, Arsenio Hall, Eddie Murphy, and the rest of them. Michael Jackson, Randy Jackson, Janet Jackson, Paula Abdul, all of them. She wants to not be black, but wants to sell to black folks. I don't appreciate that. Okay. I don't appreciate her going out of her way to say she's not black.
During the year 1992, Tupac did an interview with the television network MTV. During the interview, Tupac used Michael Jackson as an example of a person who had too much money when compared to the less fortunate.
I mean, if this is truly a melting pot in the country where we care about it, and Lady Liberty got a hand like this, she really loves us, then we really need to be like that. And it needs to be the black kids, and if there's a white person who got money, then he need to help them. He need to help black kids, Mexican kids, Korean kids, whatever. But it need to be real. And it need to be before we all die, and then you say, oh, I made a mistake. We should have gave them some money. We really should have helped these folks. It's going to be too late. You know what I'm saying? And then that's when you got to pay your own karma. And that's when God make you punish, when God punishes you. Because I feel like, It's too much money here. I mean, nobody should be hitting lotto for 36 million and we got people starving in the streets. That is not idealistic, that's just real. That is just stupid. There's no way Michael Jackson should have, or whoever Jackson, should have $1 million, $1 billion, and then there's people starving. There's no way. There's no way.
Tupac would eventually get a chance to work with Michael's sister, Janet Jackson, in the movie Poetic Justice.
Why you always so mad? You must ain't got no man because you don't never smile. Do you?
What do you want from me?
Nothing. Think you kind of fly.
Yet you're involved in so much controversy, but we'll get to all of it. How's Janet as an actress? How does she do?
She's great. I think she's going to surprise a lot of people by just being natural and being real, like, girlish. You know, everybody's expecting her to be rich and act rich, but she handles that. She does that.
Yeah, you know you got the role every man in America wants.
Right. The Punani smelling role. Everywhere I go, you smell the Punani, huh? That's you. You and Janet Jackson. It's killing me.
Punani.
My mother gotta go see that movie, man.
Yeah.
I know you ain't smell it.
Did you get to kiss her?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Is she a good kisser?
Oh, yes. 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 I was like, cut! Do it again! One more time, John, please! Y'all don't even gotta pay me. Do it again!
Was her boyfriend on the set?
Right there. He was right there.
Did that intimidate you?
Not intimidate me, but it made me, like, really want to kiss her. You know what I'm saying? Because, I was like, man, I only got one shot. You know what I'm saying? You know, you're going to try to give her a kiss as soon as it's cut anyway, so let me do mine so I know he can't do his. I was kissing her like I wanted something from her. You know what I'm saying? I was at home practicing with 30 wires of bubble gum. She gonna get it.